Yeah, five centiliters is 2 measures.
I don't do double shots, so yeah.
That's a good way to start, just to interrupt the alcohol talk. Welcome to Icewind Dale. Does anybody remember what happened last time?
We rescued a goat.
You
I was
rescued
guard.
2 goats. Yeah, Hassak doesn't have a clue what's gone on at all. So forget what I'm saying right now. Also, for some reason, the screen size has gone dodgy on the stream.
Oh.
There we go. That's better. Right. So, you last time came across one of Arya's family members, her uncle, Trovus. He had mentioned to you before you climbed up a mountain using a pterodactyl that there were invisible thieves around. I don't know if any of you actually believed him at first, because he may have been incredibly intoxicated at the time. But deciding that will come second priority after you've saved some people from the mountains. You travelled and found where they were going, and it was in this little fort place here. Grimleg did attempt to do some shifty manoeuvres and sneak into the place, failed miserably, being a ghost, and then you went back and had a rest before coming back. Unfortunately, because of the bad attempt at assassination happened, when you returned, the grey dwarves that were there were alerted to your presence and put up a fight. You took them down relatively easily, actually. I was expecting a bit more of a fight. They embiggened themselves. They one of them turned invisible for a short time before getting murdered, I believe. But yeah, you took them down. You freed the goats. Oh, there was a zombie ogre as well, which I think Ophelia murdered. With quite. Oh god, the echo.
Oh god. Where is that coming from?
That was terrifying.
Is that?
I don't know.
It might have been.
Grimleg helped. Grimleg said.
It might have been.
But yeah.
I'm on pretty talk.
You also saw Sean just summon some wings and fly away. Oh, well, not fly away, fly around. Being all radiant and jazzy and shit. You found the RGB light that you were... I don't know why I went into a weird accent, man. Or at least Fidvan did in a room when he was stumbling around in the darkness. And you've actually handed that over to Trovus. You did also find a bunch of other stuff. By the way, if you check on the little briefcase one, I believe it is, you now have a little Axebeak loot sack to put things in.
Ooh, on where?
I think it's the briefcase one. Let me just double check. No, not the briefcase one. The journal. The one that looks like a book.
Ooh. Oh.
But yeah, this entire time, Hassak has been out in the cold with Meep, keeping guard. I don't know what you've been up to during this time, but it's only been, I don't know, 10 minutes since the guys went in there. The sound of fighting ended a little while ago, so who knows what's happened to them.
If it's only been 10 minutes, I think I'd probably give it another 10. Really, if I was guarding and making sure nothing else was coming in.
Yeah.
I'd probably just stand and wait and probably hide too. I'd be in a kind of hidden position, maybe just watching. Meep doing the same.
Kind of blending in with his greyish fur. Okie-dokie, cool. So, the rest of you, what are you up to whilst you're in there?
Oh, Meep was... Grimleg was gonna look for Meep's body.
Oh, I think you did that at the time. When Meep got shot and fell in the hole, and you look in there, there's no sign apart from the crossbow bolt just on the floor. There's not even blood on it.
Ah. Well, that's highly strange.
What is? I can hear you stumbling around, but
Okay, I'm coming back. I was just looking for Meep's body. He died violently. Violently.
Violently.
Common is my second language. He died valiant
torches.
and violently.
I do have torches.
Look at this torch.
I would like to turn on, not turn on. Sorry, light a torch. Common is my second language.
It's not easy, is it?
You turn on the torch by lighting a match and putting it to the end of the torch. That's how you turn on a torch.
Awesome.
If you didn't know that, it also works in real life.
Well, that's supposed to be the area of light.
Hang on, I believe I've got a way of doing this. Talk amongst yourselves whilst I do it.
Yeah,
Okay, but when it comes to burning of orphanage down, can we please not say turning on the orphanage?
Oh no.
Oh, it's a special kind of orphanage now.
That was the worst joke I've ever heard, but yeah.
But in a good way.
But in a good way. Oh. Let's go.
I can see 2 goats now.
God, that's bright. Why is that so bright?
Ah, my eyes! This is like being in Elvendom all over again.
Father, is that you?
I don't think so.
He's glowing like a god.
Oh no, it's getting worse. Why is it doing this?
Have you multiplied the effect?
Oh, it might be because, yeah, Trovus is there with the RGB light at the same time. Yeah. And it's kind of doubled it up.
If I move, does the light move with me?
Yes, it will do now.
When I move, you move.
Nice.
Like that.
Oh shit, women.
Is that your normal reaction? Oh, brilliant.
I mean, if I stumble into them in the dark, in an abandoned, well, not abandoned, but recently murdered. Well, I guess we didn't murder the place. I can't speak English today. Never mind.
For some reason, everybody else just hears Fidvan just gibbering in some very, very strange language.
Trying to feel up Ophelia in the dark. It's like, oh, I was just trying to get my torch out.
Wait, what?
No. That's not canon.
No, it's not canon.
I was going to say someone was going to lose fingers.
Wait, don't thingies have 6 fingers, or am I wrong?
Not the ones from this plane.
I think
Okay.
that was the Mercane, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vidal can... I mean, I guess they could mutate themselves to have extra things. We're going into a completely different thing there. Oh yeah, you can see now. Trovus can see with his RGB light. Fidvan's just wandering around with his lantern out.
Anyway, looks like we found the goats. And he was saying they're not the goats he thought they would be.
Was he?
No,
I
I don't think I said anything about these not being the goats I was looking for.
Well, you were being very ambiguous last time, mere moments ago.
Well, I did mention that you look even greener than when we first met.
Oh, well, that's true. I have been, I've caught the sun. Very bright in the winter.
You do realise there hasn't been sun here for 2 years? Are you? Is there something wrong with this goblin?
Yeah. You know, well, whatever the sun is here.
Whatever the sun is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe it was the light from Sean. She does give off a lot of light.
She is very bright. Where'd she go?
I believe I saw her somewhere over here.
She's exploring things.
Never mind, she's gone.
She's a very good.
Under control. It needs to.
Yeah, I'm exploring these rooms.
Uh-huh. Well, once we've done exploring, I think we should go back to town and collect our reward. There is a reward, isn't there?
Yes, of course. There's a reward. Maybe I should go first.
Well, Grimleg will also go first and declare that he has done this.
Well, we can't all go first. Let's just go together.
Okay. I'll go near the front.
So you all just leave at the exact same time, I guess.
I would like to explore these rooms at the bottom.
You'd already gone through all the rooms. There was some stuff that you did find. I think Pete.
I thought there was just the room up here with the RGB light was the only one we explored.
Yeah, that you did do that one, but you also went into the other rooms as well. There was gold handed out.
I wrote all the stuff on the Axpeak sheet. Also in the chat, make sure you've taken the money that I put up there. Because it was coins. But yeah, apart from that, I think we've done everything here.
I don't know where the weird blue light is coming from. So yeah, if you're ready to leave, you exit out the front door. The very creaky doors. Oh, it was already open. There you go. The very loud.
I hope there will be some more light outside.
Asak turns at the noise of the door opening. But I guess he can't see because of the snow.
Yeah, there's another kind of blizzard going on, really.
He tries to stealthily approach to see who it is.
Is anybody corralling the goats, by the way?
Oh,
We should probably take them, right? That's part of the things that were stolen.
you want to use my rope?
Unless it's somehow better at tying goats than mine is, I don't think that's needed.
Well, it's just a rope. Okay. I'm here if you need me. Ready to help. And take credit.
I guess I'll try wrangling the goats and taking them.
The apprentice has sweet dance moves.
A random Shan just appears.
Just sprinting around like a small child. Fidban, do me.
That sounds very in character.
She's like, it's mad hour. It's cat time.
She's just flying around enjoying her wings.
Zoomies. Yeah. So do me an
Playing
animal
with
handling.
Piskin.
Animal handling check. Fidban.
Oh! Dirty 20.
Nice. You have a way with goats and manage to kind of summon them towards yourself before putting the rope around them, and they seem relatively fine about it. They just kind of accept it and start following you around. Also, the mention of Piskin, as Sean's flying around, it's just like holding onto her hair and kind of doing a never-ending story style fist bump in the air. You have a token for Piskin as well.
Did you call it a piskin, or am I insane?
You're insane.
Okay.
I did call it a Piskin.
For a second, it looked like a very tiny hassack, and I don't know why.
Asak pops out of the snow.
Ah! Meep! You're alive! How did you do it?
Meep. And Asak just kind of looks up and goes, "Oh, I see you were successful.
Oh, yes, but this one is most indestructible.
Ah, he has his ways.
I sort of pat
He's
him on
always
the
been the
head.
mysterious type. I wouldn't worry about it.
Look at that fancy new art. So beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Also, incredibly blurry in this light for some reason.
Sorry, I'll move away.
Yeah,
There
get
we go.
away.
Yeah, next
Oh,
is
so I didn't see anything coming right way. What about you? You find anything?
Oh
I
yeah,
see if I got some goats with you.
we found goats. We found the RGB lantern. We found a few other things. There's
I have something that you can hang on to, Hasak.
You do? What did you find?
Yeah, maybe. I found this mysterious metal called Chardolin.
Oh, all right, okay.
Oh shit, Sean got that, did you?
Apparently,
Because no one wanted to hold on to it. That made it sound terrible.
why is there oh. Oh yeah, that's the uncle. I was like, why is there a mind flayer with us?
He's very tentacly, and I don't know why.
Getting like
That is
Davy Jones
weird.
Locker vibes from him, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was saying last time. He looks a lot like. Made me want to watch Pirates of the Caribbean again.
All three.
There you go.
No one knows. No one cares about the other ones.
Yeah, I kind of skipped 3.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. There you go.
Hmm.
I couldn't tell you what happens in any particular movie, but I kind of know what all of them are about.
Pirates,
that's like
funnily
a
enough.
Davy Jones type thing.
Pirates.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
right.
yeah, but I can't like separate 2 from 3.
Which
in
is the
my
one with
mind.
the mermaid?
That's number 4.
Oh, okay, that one was not so good.
Yeah, the third one was the worst.
Can I investigate this metal thing? This Chardolin.
Yeah, sure. Do
What would you like me to roll?
Arcana check.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I see.
Wait. I rolled a 1 and then
yeah,
it
and it
re-rolled
did it
for me automatically.
It really confused me then because I just saw 2
Yeah.
dice. I was like, "What's going on?" So 22. You know the Chardolin. And I also feel like I got some shit for this last time, even though it's what it says in the book. This particular Chardolin
Oh yeah,
is black Chardolin, and is like basically infused with bad juju magic.
don't do it, Tom. Are you trying to get Derek Chauvin stabbed again?
So, you know that like holding on to this for any period of time can have very bad effects on the person carrying it. It can incite some very weird madness on them. But kind of like the what do they call them? The soul gems from the Elder Scrolls games. They can get charged with magic and be like a conduit in a way of carrying power. Obviously, there's positive and negative energy, which unfortunately, since Wizards of the Coast love to do this stuff and then just back away altogether, white is good, black is bad.
As everyone knows.
I guess he kind of holds it up at the time. And kind of looks around and goes, "You know this is bad metal, right? Naughty metal."
Naughty metal.
Naughty metal.
Is that
You
the
hold-
sort
to
of
tell
music
them,
genre?
but
I
I think it could be good metal as well.
I mean, hey, if you found some good metal, because this one will cause you to go a little bit nuts.
That's
think
what I
we
was
should,
thinking. Maybe if Master holds it, because then he wouldn't be able to go any more nuts, right?
Kind of looks at Grimleg.
Yeah, I guess you can't go double crazy.
I'm not sure I agree
that
with
kinda
your
cocks his
crazy
head.
maths.
much like this metal, there's good crazy and bad crazy, and our little green friend seems to be more of the good crazy, and this might make him bad crazy.
Oh, well, I don't want that.
I think, we should
I don't
probably
mind
just
having a
wrap it in a cloth, put it in a box, and forget about it until we know more.
Or we sell it.
Or we sell it. But, again, are you going to perpetuate something bad?
Yeah?
Why did I ask you that question?
So, is everybody else avoiding it, and Arya's just like, I'll grab it?
Yeah, I don't mind. Can I? Yeah.
So
I wonder if
recommend you
it'll
put
eat
that in a
through her
box.
goodness first, and therefore she can hold it for longer.
So recommend
I
you
just
put it
feel
in a
like I'm
box.
relatively robust. I'd like to think that I could give it a go.
Just to
You
throw,
know-
throw it out there, like Lord of the Rings, what if it depends on how powerful the person is, not how good they are?
Don't let Meep touch it.
Tom, you're quiet.
Keeps
Quiet.
indestructible.
Increase your sound if it's just
That's exactly
my end.
why.
Am I quiet?
You're really quiet at my end. I don't know if you are on anyone else's end.
I've raised his volume a wee bit.
You're not allowed to
Yeah, I
use
guess
that
you're a
word.
little bit quieter than
It's
everyone
fine on
else.
my end.
That's Jamie's word.
What's my word?
You
We.
could turn yourself up a bit, Tom. That'd be great.
We, and as in small.
Me. I'll
We.
try to turn myself up.
No,
Hello?
you're fine.
I'm fine. Cool.
You're fine.
Thanks. You're fine, too.
Oh
That's good
yeah.
if Tom's quiet.
You can
You're
do it.
all hella fine.
It's the complimentary episode. If you right click on my bit on Discord, you can and louden me.
How do you do that?
Right click on his name. Yeah.
Right click.
And then you'll see user volume halfway down.
Yeah, it's on 100%. So I don't know what the issue is.
You can turn it up to 200.
Oh, can you? How do you do that?
Yeah. You just move the slider up, unless the slider's full.
It is full.
Ah, right.
It should be able to go up to 200%.
It's literally only on 100%, but it won't go any higher than that. That's as high as it can go. It's fine. I can still hear you. It's just quiet. That's all.
Weird. Everything else seems
Oh, well.
to be fine.
Yeah.
How about
Oh.
now?
It's
No?
fine.
Anyway, so Arya's got the black Shardolin.
Whilst we're all together, I wanted to ask the group, is anyone able to use Navigator's tools?
How hard can it be, right?
What about fishing tools or woodcarver's tools? We have all of these things.
Those might be a little more tricky.
Hmm.
No.
Well, if anyone can use them, they're on the back weeks. So just take them and use them.
I would like to say I am an excellent tracker and navigator of this whole place, this wintry wonderland, as it were.
But you don't count. You're not one of my warband.
Well,
You're like a rival.
That's what?
Yeah.
I am no rival. I am the uncle of Arya the Awesome.
That is
Well, I mean, we
that's a
can't
canon
both.
name now.
We can't both
I am
build
an
our
awesome.
reputations.
I would also I was going to give you your first mercenary group name, which is Arya's Awesome Angels. You see, it works because Arya's the leader, and you've got an actual angel on your
Since
team.
when I was the leader? I'm not the leader of the pack.
Of course, you're the leader, Arya. You're the most
No,
powerful,
you're delusional.
most just. Wait, did you just call your uncle delusional?
Azak's eyes were drawn to the bottle in his hands.
$4 million.
I thought Master was the leader.
Grimleg is clearly the leader. Grimleg
Should be the leader.
Gregarious, go play scissors. What's a word beginning with G for going somewhere?
Grimleg's go-getters.
Grimleg's go-getters.
The triple G's.
Gallivanting.
Gallivanting.
I like that. Grimleg's Gallivanters. Yeah.
Or we could end up doing what we did in what's it called? Saltmarsh. To come up with the name of the ship, everybody just chooses a word, but nobody knows what other words people chose.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of us, though. You might have to do like. Well, I mean, we can try it and see what happens.
Weirdly enough, 3 of them will end up being Grimleg.
One of them will end up being me as well.
Can I cast light on Grimleg to make it look like a spotlight?
Ah, yes.
I guess yes. You could probably cast it on like his main clothing item, and that'll be the thing that glows.
I'll do that. Also, apologies to everyone with that dogfish. I forgot I had light.
It's so useful having good subordinates who know when to back you up. Ah, yes.
Now there's just like loads of light in the middle of this random little ravine.
Yeah.
One of them's constantly switching covers. Sorry, I was just trying to get it sorted for you.
Let's hope the dragons are not attracted to light.
Grimleg won't think about that too much. He's enjoying his being in the spotlight too much.
Thank you for reminding me, Andres.
Can I make the light golden?
You can.
Oh. Great golden goblin.
And use prestidigitation to make it sparkle?
Oh god.
Okay, again, a bit too bright.
This is amazing. Wait, it's starting to remind me of Elfendom. Turn those lights off. It's not to get.
I mean, it's not sparkly, but just go.
Oh well, okay, I'll endure it. It's worth it for the rise in status. Well, if you can actually use the navigator's tools, you could have them, drunk dragonborn.
I'm a lighthouse, motherfucker.
You should turn your token to follow it.
Well, that's a challenge.
You're the world's smallest lighthouse.
Oh.
Okay. Let's just
Coming out of my eyes like a Dragon Ball Z eye beam.
You're the Eye of Sauron.
Cool. Yeah. Oh dear, that was funny. So, are you going to make your way? You've got your axe beaks.
Yeah.
Trovus actually has a whole cart with him. It doesn't have any dogs to lead it there.
Well, I mean, I can help pull it if we need.
He actually is going to get the goats and go full Thor on this.
Oh, that makes sense.
All right, on to the axe beaks. Let's go.
Yeah, mush, you children. Wait, no, kids, mush.
What?
What?
Oh, kids.
Did you just mush me?
Young.
That's like cocks his head, and Meep also cocks his head at the same time.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Like, he ties up the 2 goats and somehow Ophelia's just tied up as well to the cart.
Oh, was he mushing the goats? Okay.
Yeah, Yo, go.
Ophelia just suddenly like, how did I end up here?
Grimleg's gargantuan.
Be careful. This is a family show.
I
I shouldn't even joke that this is a family show. At this point, it is definitely not family friendly.
Grimleg's gaggle. I think you lost that. Yeah. You lost the family rating a couple streams ago.
It glows.
So you're
Well,
not
let's gargantuan gigolos.
gigolos. Moving swiftly on. So you go.
Gregarious golden gigolos.
You go back to Caer Konig, and I assume you're not making any stops on the way.
I don't think so.
Taking all of the items back to the Northern Light.
Sounds good.
Have you realised why it's called the Northern Light now?
Oh, I get it.
So as you kind of enter, Trovus kind of like taking the lantern. Hang on, just because Emily demands this of me, I'll put tavern music on.
Yeah.
And turn it down, because that's really loud. So Trovus takes the lantern and kind of like wobbling a bit, hooks it back onto the front, and then shouts inside, "Victory! I am still the heroic hero that I've always been, and thanks to my new friends here, apart from
Grimleg
that..."
couldn't have done it without him.
There we go, Ali, you here?
Yes.
Drinks all around.
Someone help me before I bash my head against this wall.
He's buying the drinks though.
On
my orders.
The barmaid who you met before, Ali, just grabs a bottle of something from below the counter and puts out, sorry, I had to do the math then, 8, because of meep, little shot glasses, and pours in some of this dark looking liquid into each one of them. It's kind of got like a reddish hue to it. On the
Zach
house.
takes his and hands it to Meep. And just kind of shrugs, and Meep just downs it before anybody says anything. It's in like 2 little paws, and he just goes, Meep.
Grimleg's just staring at me, going,
"You are full of mysteries."
Meep.
Have Meep do a Constitution save.
Okay.
"Oh no!"
Come on, Meep. Save. Where's the save button? There we go. Wait.
I think you just click it and then.
Yeah, there we go.
Save.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I was going to say I heard a roll. Okay. I mean, it's not bad for a rabbit.
Nope.
He kind of like looks at Hassak for a couple seconds and then blinks very slowly, lets out like the most ogreish kind of belch, which sounds really weird coming from a little horned rabbit, and then and then just flops backwards off the seat unconscious.
Oh,
He rolls a bit and then lies on his back.
put him in the recovery position.
Hassak, you do notice as he belched into your face, the actual heat from it is incredibly hot, like you're stood in front of a fire.
Oof.
Wow.
And then he looks at his own and just goes shrugs and takes a shot.
You know what I'm going to ask?
Yep. Come on it.
I'm having flashbacks when I started.
Really, because I have to think. Where are you?
Grimleg's
Features.
go-getter's Christmas outing.
Does this count as poison?
Technically, it does, yes.
Okay, well, Hassak has advantage there.
Oh, sweet.
The Duck and Raven has taken a strong stance on alcohol as poison.
Actual poison. So, Hassak, when you drink it, it's not unpleasant. It's like very warm, but that first kind of hit on the back of your throat is a burning sensation. But your whole body just kind of has this incredibly nice, warm, snug feeling to it. Grimleg, on the other hand, when you have it, it literally feels like your body is on fire. And it slowly kind of like passes through your body. And then when it kind of gets to this nice little numb sensation, you black out as well.
I want to kind of smell it and make sure that I'm not killing myself with my friends. by drinking this.
As
It's really not that bad. Those two are over exaggerating.
Yeah, as Hasek's like sniffing it through his little Voldemort nostrils, Ophelia just downs it and slams it on the counter upside down like a pro.
Don't do it. It's poison. Stop.
Ophelia looks like she does shots professionally at this point.
Ophelia, you off for another?
She kind of gives a mildly weary look and then just goes, "Sure, why not?"
Hasek goes and asks for 2 more.
Fidvan, your, I guess, nostrils do burn a little when you sniff it, but 2 of the party members seem to enjoy it quite a bit. The other 2 are now unconscious on the floor. Trovus, he didn't even wait for anybody else. He's already drank yours. You're curled up next to me. You're like hugging each other on the floor.
Yeah, it's like
just you and me, buddy. We can get through anything. With your
Time to see which side I am on.
Grimleg's the little spoon.
with your constitution and my brains, we can take over this place.
It's not bad. So, Fidvan, when you have it, is this your first alcoholic drink?
That's a very good question. I feel like probably it is.
Fair enough. Just like anybody's first, like, very alcoholic drink experience, it's probably quite unpleasant. But then after a few seconds, that kind of burning, horrid sensation just turns into this nice little kind of like numb, swaying motion. It's not unpleasant, and you, for the first time of being in Icewind Dale, feel very pleasantly warm.
Ooh. Well, that must be something of an acquired taste, but
so you'd
I
like
don't
another
hate
then?
it. Sure. Fidwan has no idea about the dangers of overdrinking, so...
Hasak orders another one for Fedvan.
Trovus has retired to a big chair in the corner and is just kind of like very pleasantly lying back in it and seems to have gone to sleep. I don't know if...
And he's eyeing Shan. It's like, well, are you drinking?
No, I'm quite alright.
Sort yourself, and he takes Shan's drink.
More
Shots
for
that too.
I'm going to say Arya's is also undrunk at this time, unless she does.
No,
partake.
I've had a drink. I drank it at the beginning.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, at the beginning.
Oh, do me a Constitution saving throw, please.
How do you do a save? Do you just still
just click on it and then it'll say normal or saving throw?
saving throw?
Not bad. Just like you might have had this before because it's used quite often. There is some kind of magical element to it of it actually warming you. It's not just like normal alcohol that makes you numb to the outside world. So then you end up getting frostbite or something. It physically actually warms you. But you do get that very tipsy kind of feeling, nearing very hard drunkenness.
So another.
How many more people are partaking?
Everyone who's still standing, apart from Shan, I think, wants another one.
Fidwan likes the heat, so he'll take more, hoping he'll get even more warm.
Oh dear.
It'll be 5 silver pieces for this round.
He hands over 5 silver pieces.
Very careful. It's extremely valuable.
Sean starts prepping cure hangover.
You're hungover.
Rubs her hands together like what do you call them?
But as I just puts a gold down,
Reiki.
I'll cover for the next round too.
Like
What do you call them?
like the guy at the beginning of Aladdin. Do you know what I mean?
Sure, yes. Like the guy at the beginning of Aladdin. I was thinking more like the little electric plates that you like rub together and then like shock someone back into life.
Oh, defibrillator.
But yes, that was the word. But in this case, it's like anti-hangover cure. Oh, oh no.
Oh.
It's not as bad as it could have been, but I don't think it's good enough.
It's unfortunately not good enough. So Hassak, this next one hits you hard, and you are like blurry vision and everything. Ophelia, you're starting to feel it, I guess. It's like it's literally like the Legolas bit where he's like rubbing his fingers. It's like, I think I'm beginning to feel it, and then Gimli just collapses drunk. Fidvan, you are out like a light this time. Being already quite intoxicated, this second one just like knocks you for 6, and you join the cuddle party on the floor with Meep and Grimleg.
Imagine we drag them over to like an armchair, like a big armchair. They're all just cuddling together.
It's like Hassag's just got Fidvan's legs and just like drags him, but he's holding the other two. So
Grimleg
Hassag's
just
wobbling now. It's
Grimleg
like,
just,
another one down. What's next?
Ooh. Ooh, you're very soft for an octopus.
Don't feed little Grimleg to the wargs.
continues snoring.
and then there's just a Meep.
Hassag stumbles to the bar, and I believe it would be 4 for the next round, right?
Yes, this is literally like one down each time.
Yep.
Arya's also fine this time, although it is getting to the point of pretty drunkenness.
Hassag kind of wanders over to Feely and goes, I think I can see you starting to wobble. I see it. And Hassag's just wobbling foot to foot.
You're moving from side to side. Hey, that's cheating. There's 2 of you.
Oh, Hassag.
We said no magic.
Is anybody else partaking in this next one?
Oh, yeah.
Wish I could.
Damn it. I like how Hassag's got advantage on this, yet he's not rolled
No,
amazing.
but I'm just teetering on the edge.
It is getting harder each time.
Oh.
Well, this time it seems like 2 are going to hit the deck. So Arya, you take this one, and already feeling it as you kind of like tip it back. That's it. You just remember the ceiling and gone. I'm pretty sure Hassag laughs after he takes his shot as Arya hits the floor, and then shortly follows. Ophelia, still, this is like the most drunken you've felt in a while, but you're still pretty aware of your surroundings.
Good, good.
There's still enough money for, I believe, another 2 shots.
Oh, I can give you some money for that.
No. I mean, there's 2 shots enough for sitting on the table for you.
I can slam another one.
Do it.
She's just flexing now. She already drank all of us under the table.
Gotta finish it. You can't waste it.
Literally, Ophelia gets to the stage of drunkenness, but still is like standing strong. The barmaid, or bar mistress, she's in charge. I don't really know if there's a term for that. Anyway, she turns to Sian and just goes, well, I set up some rooms for you, just in case. I think you'll be needing them after all. I mean, midday drinking isn't uncommon around here, but this was a bit further than I was expecting.
Oh, that's very kind. Apologies, my friends do seem to enjoy your drinks.
It's good. It's good stuff. I mean, it's very useful as well. Just highly alcoholic, obviously. As she looks over at the pile of hugging bodies on one of the chairs. There's just a horn sticking out. I can't see a meat. It's just his horn.
Everyone's cuddling into the fur.
Maybe some bread for the group might help soak up some of the alcohol.
Well, perhaps. I don't know if they're going to be waking up anytime soon. I'll help you move them to the rooms, and I'll get some bread ready when they're awaken and ready for it. Though they might not be feeling it when they get round to it.
Okay.
So out of the party, I guess only Sean and drunken Ophelia can get up to anything for the rest of the day. So you've got a few hours to burn if you want to do anything particular.
I'm happy to just sit there at this point.
Just having a merry time. Maybe gets up and starts singing karaoke at some point. What's the...
Probably more in that she just kind of sits spacing out and occasionally having bits to eat.
I was trying to remember the one from the Dungeons and Dragons film. How the words go. But anyway, so yeah, you have a nice chill time. Having some food, getting a bit of the munchies and stuff. Sean, I guess you probably help Ali with the allocation of rooms for the drunken mob. But would you like to get Would you like to get up to anything else?
I would like to ask the Chewinga if he senses any of his friends around.
It kind of like looks at you, kind of like with interest. It doesn't seem to quite understand your words, but do me a... I was trying to play for time to think of something. Do me a persuasion check.
And
it has no idea what you tried to tell it. It's just like keeps cocking its head, even if when you like say it slowly and loudly, like the good old translation. I am an English person, and I will not speak your language, but please do this thing for me. Yeah, it doesn't get it at all. And every now and then you see it keep going towards one of the little shot glasses and trying to pretend to do a shot, and then falling over. And it doesn't actually drink. It'd probably kill it if it did.
Or make it stronger.
Yeah.
I will do everything in my power to stop it drinking any alcohol.
Literally just keeps going around, and every time a patron comes in and starts drinking, it's just like constantly copying them. So yeah, that's a day down.
I might have to find out when I wake up, but say hypothetically, if Grimleg was sleep talking in Sylvan, would the thingy look like it recognizes that?
No, but it probably joins in the spooning party.
Oh, who wouldn't?
Probably just keeps
quite a group.
Keeps going down in size. Yeah, it's quite a size order. Like Vidvan being this absolute giant, and then there's just like a tiny little Chewinga on the other side.
One big bed.
So yeah, most of you waste a day or half a day and get up the next morning. Everybody that failed, so everybody besides Sean and Ophelia, 1 point of exhaustion.
Ah!
Right in.
Awesome.
Ophelia's probably up like really bright and early like I was this morning.
Is there a way to put exhaust? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
What? We'll have to stay here tonight. Who's buying the drinks?
Sorry, did someone say something?
Does that get taken off your hit points?
No, exhaustion's like an extra thing. So you'll get a long rest like normal. So you'll get the health up, your spells back, blah blah blah. So do the long rest bit, but then add the exhaustion bit. Oh shit! What's the first
How
one?
do I do that?
There's
Oh,
yeah. There should be
death
little.
saves. Exhaustion. Does it give me? Oh, to just put one.
Yeah.
Yep, just
Yeah.
put one.
I think
Cool.
the first one's just disadvantage on saves, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
Saves and ability
yeah.
checks.
Ability checks.
So
Yeah, it means we suck. We suck.
Yeah.
Mm. It just kind of spirals down from there if you keep trying to.
Hassan gets up, stumbles down the stairs, goes and spews up outside. Doesn't even make it to the outhouse.
Nice.
And then he goes in the outhouse.
So, out of all the heavy drinkers, Ophelia's absolutely fine the next morning. The rest of you, yeah, feel pretty rough.
I hate everything.
You know, it's a little too bright out here. What's with all this snow?
Why am I here? Ah,
My head
What
is
happened?
pounding.
I don't like this place. Feywild was better.
So out of everybody, when you all go down, Trovus is already at the bar before anybody else. The next morning.
I kind of wake up and I'm just drinking water slowly, just staring at him with sort of accusatory glare. Just like, if he asks, I won't say anything initially, but if he asks, I'll just be like,
Why didn't you warn us?
I don't feel anything, my boy. I'm not sure what you're on about.
That stuff is poison!
Grimleg, you realise this man's just permanently hungover, right?
Oh.
I've
Well,
never,
I mean,
never had a hangover in my life, little boy. I'm
Oh, I don't
am-
have time for your shit.
absolutely fine constantly.
Can you like talk a little less? Like, don't shout. Can you like whisper? You know, I got a bit of a headache. Can you like just tone the voice down just a bit?
He shuts himself up by drinking more wine.
Fantastic.
oh. So before he shuts up and dies,
Sean's
Is
buying
that-
another round for the whole party.
no!
Gonna bring it over on a tray and be like, since you guys all enjoyed this so much last night, I thought it would be nice if you had it when you wake up.
Asak shrugs and go, oh, here the dog, I suppose.
Wait.
Not
that
not
work?
not my normal choice of morning drink.
Grimleg's gonna go steal a water skin from somewhere. And then he's gonna pour as many shots as don't get drunk into there.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
So Ophelia pushing her luck a bit.
Yeah. Just a bit.
Instantly drunk from the one shot. Not down, and neither is Hassak, but yeah, you're pretty out of it.
Ophelia kind of groans and she shuts it down. I need to go be sick.
I'm going to be putting a head wrap on all day so that I can't see anything.
You know what? I'm gonna go outside and I am gonna make myself sick.
Yes.
Is this a fermented drink that people in the surface like? Why do you do this?
Ophelia is just gonna go disappear outside to make herself sick in the hopes of getting rid of some of that alcohol.
You know, and it usually doesn't knock you out as quickly as that stuff does. Usually you get at least a couple of hours before that happens.
Oh yes, my boy. If you've never had a drink before, maybe not the best thing to start with one of the worst or the highest amount of alcohol possible.
Well, say hypothetically, if I had taken some for later, what should I put it down as?
In my inventory list that I keep.
I mean, if you want a bottle, obviously talk to Ali here. But in this,
No, I'm stealing it. I mean, I'm not saying that to her, but
Anyway, it's named after the golden dragons. It's the golden dragon brandy. It's just very useful stuff, actually. If you have the odd shot here and there whilst you're out in the wastes, then
Yes.
keep you warm for a while.
You have dragons made of gold?
We have dragons made of silver and bronze.
Who makes your dragons?
I think they make themselves. You see, when a mummy and a daddy dragon love each other very
Right,
much.
I'm leaving. As like slams the door behind him and goes and puts his head in a pile of snow.
You just found Ophelia out there, just desperately trying to be Cirque.
So
Gives you a nod.
there's just the two of you together, just chundering away.
Yeah.
Oh,
She goes, there's a trick to it. I just don't always get it right. And she's like, forcing.
No, just punch me in the stomach.
No.
Punch me down or make it go faster. Just get it out quicker. Punch me in the stomach.
Just stick your fingers down your throat.
Meep positions his horn and starts like poking it towards your mouth.
Meep's inside. Buried. Sleep. No. Meep comes out also exhausted with his, and he's got his little paws over his eyes. It's just like.
So for the rest of you inside, Trovus departs the counter and heads over to where Arya is sat, and for the first time kind of like takes a very sober, serious look to his face and just goes, "My dear girl, are you doing okay? I want to make sure my niece is fine with these rather odd bunch of travellers you found yourself with."
I say, yeah, some of them are pretty odd, especially that one over there. He comes across tough and evil, but I can see he's got a soft side. I'm working on it, and I'm pointing to Grimleg.
meanwhile, Grimleg's just like fluffing up Meep's hair, going,
You look very precious.
And as for this Meep, well, I just love him. And then I'll whisper in his ear and I'll say, "Have you heard of Mum and Dad?"
The last I heard, they're heading to Lonelywood. Something kicking off over there about some white stag murdering people. So they were going to go check that out. They didn't think it was too serious. The girl will be okay with them, I'm sure.
Oh, she looks a little bit concerned and says, "Well, she's in good hands."
Well, it's.
And how have you been?
I'm fine. Absolutely loving life as speaker of this fine town. Obviously, I keep things straight and everything's going swimmingly. We haven't had any issues with this strange druidic stuff and talking animals and things. No. There's some disappearances down south as well. All the towns seem to be having some kind of issues.
Could it be Oral?
Could be. The Frostmaiden does like to play tricks on the odd people, and if you're not doing any sacrifices to her, well, then her wrath will be swift and merciless.
I've spent many years trying to find a way to stop this Frostmaiden. Have you come across any other ideas?
No, besides trying to find where her lair is and beating the creature herself. But I don't know if we're prepared for that yet. And by we, if you do manage to find where the lair is, I will gladly come with you. Just for now,
Yes.
I've got to take care of people here.
Yeah. Well, of course, we'd like you to come and join us. However, you do need to you need to solve that problem of the slight alcohol intake that you have.
Excuse me? My alcohol intake is very, very good. It's about 50% between my blood levels.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I think if I drink enough, I'll be able to cast fire breath just like a golden dragon, and then I'll have the powers of ice and fire.
Well, I'll just touch his shoulder and say, Uncle, we're silver dragons. We don't breathe fire.
That's what you think. But I am a true hero, and I will bring down that white dragon as well as Auril with my magical fire breaths.
Well, we do need positivity and optimism, so you've got abundance of that at least. So join the crew.
Well, thank you. As I say, if you need anything, you can always come back, and Ali's already said that you can stay here free of charge anytime.
Thank you. We do like a good tavern.
But on a serious note, maybe check out Easthaven, another big town like that. They might have some useful stuff. And of course, if they're doing sacrifices, well, we don't quite want to ruin things and have Auril take vengeance on the place. I've heard there's been some murders going around as well. Something to do with melting knives. I don't know. But Easthaven, go check it out. I think you'll find out more there.
Okay. Well, to Easthaven, I think. I'll turn to the rest of the gang and say, know our next stop.
You hear Ophelia throwing up outside.
What's Easthaven?
Easthaven, it's... Would I know... because I'm from Icewind Dale, would I know Easthaven? Or would it be kind of like just a...
Yeah, you certainly
town
know of it. I'll move us to the main map.
But Easthaven, it's, I'm presuming, east over there.
Funnily enough, yes, look, it is on the eastern side.
I expected.
Fabulous. It's a largest town to the east. My uncle says that there are some strange going-ons and happenings at the moment that could maybe lead us to some clues. Maybe we're short.
We convince ourselves that sudden change
Is there some kind of church or clergy there?
It all went really, really blurry at that point. Sorry, what did you say?
radical.
Is there some kind of church or clergy there?
Church or clergy? Is there, Tom? I don't know.
Do a history check.
Okay. History.
Where's that again? Sorry. Eastway? No.
Easthaven.
Oh, shit.
You're not sure, but a big town like that, probably.
I'll just say, lots of the big towns do. However, I've not been very often, so I can't be
Just to new threats that we can't imagine.
Did we skip Caer Konig? I'm pretty sure we did, right? Because we were hurrying to Kelvin's cairn.
No, you didn't. You went through Caer Konig, and that's where you met the cult.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's where Grimleg's sweetheart is. She's so scary. It's delightful.
Anyway. We could go
Where the
through
people
there.
that love cuddles live, isn't it?
Say again, sorry?
The people that love cuddles from me.
Who? Cuddles? No one was cuddling. I don't know what you mean. Grimleg slept alone. And strongly.
No, to Easthaven?
I suppose.
What are we doing there again? The leader should probably know.
Is that supposed to be me? Is that me?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Now.
Well, this part.
Wait,
Anyway.
no, Grimleg is the leader, but Grimleg doesn't know.
No, Grimleg, you pointed me now.
Wait, no.
That's it.
Well, I mean, you can have temporary. You can take the stewardship for a small. I mean, Grimleg's still a little sleepy, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, to Easthaven, as I said, my uncle directed us in this direction because there's some strange happenings there. People melting swords and possible clues to a lair where this white dragon could be.
Melting swords.
Yeah, Why would people want to melt swords?
Sword's very useful. Oh wait, before we do set off, we should do some shopping.
Yeah?
Would anyone care if Grimleg sold some of these toolkits and bought different ones?
Go for it.
Not really, yeah.
Not really, but if you have stuff to sell as well, I could do with a couple of coin to start copying spells into my book.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. We could, how much is it? Like 50 gold per first level?
Yeah, 50 gold for level. So I've got a couple of second and a couple of first, so.
We're quite poor.
Yeah, we are.
Very poor. So did we get much of a reward for finding the goats and stuff? I suppose we can stay there for free now.
Yeah, that's basically your reward. They don't have much to offer, but you can
Yeah.
stay there for free and get some decent grub there.
Well, let's try selling those fancy canoes and
Fancy canoes?
fancy canoes. We could sell the pearls. Pearls sell.
Oh yeah, you've got 25 pearls.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Part of that, along with the goats, will be taken back to the people that own them, unless you try and hide them away.
Grimleg might try and hide them then, actually.
An old woman appears at some point when they say about handing out all the items that were found in the place. It's like, my pearls! Where are my pearls? I
Grimleg
thought
just-
they'd been stolen as well. Oh, woe is me. They've been passed down for generations.
Grimleg's just like looking everywhere else but there. He's just like, yeah, that's more or less it. Yeah. Then he won't look at Arya as well.
I was like, oh god.
Oh, what?
I'm trying to think if I've got any stuff to sell, because I've got quite a few things that I don't know if they're like even useful. Like I've got like loads of candles and incense sticks and things like that.
Wait, if you've got a load of incense, I'll take them off your hand.
You want some incense?
Yeah, I could do with some.
Okay, well I've got 2 blocks, so I'll give you a block.
Oh, fantastic, that'll do.
Oh, you just
That
pulls
can
out a
help me,
bag and it's just like, what do these things do?
That'll help me bring Beat back if he has any more
I've got an
accents.
artwork with a picture of a pig next to it. What's that?
You've got what?
What?
It says arms box and the picture is a pig. I don't know what it means.
What?
My
What is
backpack,
this?
sorry.
Box of arms.
ALMS.
It's
Oh, arms.
alms,
Oh, yeah,
yes.
that's your.
Arms.
Pig next to it.
Not arms.
I don't know what's got a pig next to it, but arms boxes are usually used to like collect for religion.
Oh,
Arms for the poor.
I'm very confused as to why there's a picture of a pig next to it.
Honestly, I'll put it on the group. I'll take a picture.
Jamie
I'm
and
that
taking
was,
a stance again.
Jamie and Pete were just there thinking, a box for the pig arms? What?
Box of arms.
The pigs even have arms? What kind of Call of Cthulhu shit is this?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, well,
Nat's right, isn't it? For like collections and
Yeah.
stuff.
Like donations.
Arms for the
Ooh,
poor. Arms for the poor. Like that. But
Oh yeah, it's like a little piggy bank. Why has he got tusks?
because it's a container, I guess.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Specifically for money, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a piggy.
Hang on, let me just. Where is it in your inventory?
Yeah, I've just
Yeah,
seen
there
your
it
picture.
is.
Honestly, if the poor went around with a piggy bank instead of like a cup, I'm pretty sure people would give them more money.
So I was just thinking about these pearls, right? Sean has taken 1 pearl, I believe.
Oh, how much are the pearls worth, actually?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Before I give them back,
Because I have some things that could be used for spell components too. Maybe.
Oh, I thought they were pearls of power, so you can have that pearl back if
Oh.
they're just regular, like valuable pearls.
Yeah. I'll pass one to Thingy instead. To Hasek instead.
So yeah, you got 25 pearls carved into decorative beads, so they look pretty fancy.
So is a pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces?
No, so these are smaller, and they're like, as it says, beads. So they're much smaller. But you could probably guess they're about 5 gold pieces each on a normal market.
Grimleg's.
Could I do detect magic on it before I give it back?
Sure, and we'll just say ritual them. Sorry, I've got hiccups now.
Just in case they're like beads of fireball or something, and I'm giving.
There's just this old lady with a load of fireball beads. Like, yes, thank you for returning these.
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, look at the old lady's Grimleg's met so far.
This is true.
Next day in the Icewind news, the newspaper flown in by all the pigeons. You just see. What's this place we were at?
Caer Konig.
Yeah, Caer Konig burns to the ground.
Quote from the only survivor: "They were cleansed in the fires of the eternal flame." But anyway, no, the beads aren't magical. They're just mundane.
Well, Grimleg's holding them behind his back as he's speaking to the old lady, going, and he won't look at everybody. It's just like, I don't wanna.
Oh, my beads! The beads that have been passed down for generations in my family. Oh, woe is me, my beads.
Are we?
No, those are worth at least, 125 gold. You just you can just keep those beads.
Wait, 5 times 25.
125.
Is that right?
5 times 25, yeah.
Why is the maths not adding up in my head for some reason? But yeah.
This is a weird one. You just
4 times 25, 100 plus 25.
You just 25 times 10, and that's 250, and then half it.
Yeah. No, I believe you. I just, for some reason, it just was not adding up in my brain.
You were doing it the long way. I know what you're doing.
5, 10, 15, 20. No. So yeah, you don't have to give the beads back. There's a distress.
Grimleg.
Oh?
Grimleg will never live it down.
Don't start acting like you're all good.
Okay.
I'll quickly pocket them then.
Yep, nothing else. Let's go to a different shop.
So I guess I'll try and sell the fisherman's tools and all those things.
Sure.
Navigator's tools.
In this town.
Oh, they're fucking. Never mind.
Never mind. We're holding stolen loot. You know, normally the leader has to deal with this, so I haven't had to deal with this before. But you never try and sell stuff in the place it was stolen from. Wise words from Grimleg leader. All right, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Grimleg, for some reason, very hurriedly leaves the inn.
I'm ready to go. You're out too slow.
He's actually readied everybody's axe beaks before they even got to them.
That red one tried to eat me.
Master, before we leave, shouldn't we give the stolen goods back to the people that...
Oh, there's no time. There's no time for that.
We could always make time.
What about the dragons?
It wouldn't take but a minute.
Ah!
You know what, Grimleg? You've got plenty of time, because if I get up on that bird, I'm going to throw up. Again. There's nothing
Okay.
left to throw up.
I
Glad
kind
you
of
leave.
dejectedly get down from my axe beak, and I'm like,
You know what, subordinate? Have it your way. We'll give it back.
Cool.
I could have been rich.
Grimleg redemption arc?
No, it's just you can't look a stupid apprentice in the eye.
I think you need to want to be redeemed for it to be a redemption arc. Most redemption doesn't work.
He's like, it's
Forced
not worth it.
redemption.
And then when the Dragonborn figures out what I did, she'll give me the look as well. And it won't be worth it. Easy
What do you want? I can give them back and just let her know that I found them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was the... sure. I'll cast guidance on you. Just take all of the things. I don't want to see it anymore.
I don't want to be here anymore. So Sean takes all the things and hands them out to the guys.
guide, take it.
Well,
What is the wisdom check for? I'm not sure.
so when I go around and give it back, I'm just going to be like, well, I found these inside my friend's pack. And I was wondering if you know who they belong to. I don't know how they got there. They fell in there somehow.
Oh,
Just
shit.
immediately out.
He didn't say which friend though. So yeah, the people take them gladly. The explanation they get a bit confused over, but I think they're just so thankful that they just take the stuff. The odd ones hug you. The old lady almost like collapses from pure joy as she's given back her beads. But yeah, it's a very good deed you've done. And Trovus just gives you a big smile from the corner and holds up his wine bottle and then just carries on down in it. But I assume as you're leaving, you're heading towards Easthaven. I mean, you don't have to. That's not the DM forcing you to go to Easthaven. You can go anywhere you want.
Let's go see if there's any towns out this way. Up here.
Yeah, go.
Oh,
Yeah, go.
this way?
Just go north. Just keep going north, like all the way. Yep.
Go north of the
Let's-
wall.
Yeah, north of the wall.
Make Tom invent complete new towns.
All the way up here.
There's a lot of
Start our own
Yeah.
town.
Yeah, just keep going up. It'll be an interesting end to the campaign,
What's the worst that can happen?
and they will never see him
I
again.
suggest we do Easthaven off the back of what my uncle has said.
Well, I mean, actually, for interest's sake, maybe we should do it this way around and go around this way.
But you want to go through past the lake?
Like round the other side.
Around the outside.
Maybe-
Around the outside.
Or the outside.
Maybe we'll
One
find.
D&D party went round the outside.
Maybe
It
we'll
looks like a
find-
point of interest right here.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a lot of.
Yeah.
There's not much around there, but if you want to spend more time in the cold and snow, that's fine. I don't feel the cold, so it's fine. for me.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. We're all still a bit exhausted from our foray into the alcohol last night, so perhaps we just stick to the road.
I was going to mention.
I think
It's
so.
not like you're all exhausted or anything.
That's a very good point. It's certain doom if we go.
I'll be
down.
honest, everything's still spinning a bit for me, so I don't even think I could aim a spell, never mind cast one.
Okay, we'll play it safe. Now don't mind me. I'm just gonna mourn over those shiny pearls.
Oh, did I?
They didn't belong to you.
Wait, you got rid of them? Oh, yeah.
Well, your subordinate gave me the look. I couldn't help it.
You know, sometimes you gotta be bad to get things done.
I know.
I mean, I have some money. We can buy you some if you really need them.
I do need some toolkit.
I don't think you have the money I need to be able to do what I need to do.
Did we get rid of those daggers too? Those fancy daggers. Were they part of the stuff, or were they
No, it doesn't seem like anybody wanted those, so you could try and sell them.
Yes! Grimleg's
Yes.
just like, at least I have these! Ha ha ha!
Hang on, is this the right one?
Okay.
You're saying con.
It wasn't the right one. Come on.
Anyway,
yes. What were you going to
say? No, go on. What were you going to say about the Duergars?
So due to them being so fancy, you can sell them at full price rather than half price.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, Grimleg's not totally displeased.
Sweet. So to travel down, we will travel to Easthaven. We'll get there, but first, let's take a little break so Pete can get nicotine. I think.
Yeah.
Me too.
Meep's gonna smoke as well.
Yep.
But yeah, 5 minutes.
How I imagine we're just like rounding the axe peaks, and then like perhaps Ophelia's just like swimming.
It takes me 5 minutes to get downstairs.
We need. It takes 5 minutes to get downstairs.
Yeah, I live in a top floor flat.
Oh,
I didn't know you lived in an actual castle.
yeah,
man.
Just
They're all castles in Scotland.
We really need a GIF of you guys riding the axe peaks as like a little like pause.
Oh
screen or
yeah.
something.
Oh yeah.
That'd be great.
I'll be right back. Screen.
Pete,
I'll be right
you
back,
can do
guys.
that as part of the art, can't you?
Oh god. We're talking. That's gonna take a bit longer.
Cool. Anyway, yeah, let's do 10 minutes then, I suppose, just so Jamie can get up and down the stairs.
He like gets down to the bottom and then just inhales a single cigarette and then comes back.
Yeah, in one breath.
Just like
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
What an
You
excellent
spend
way
it here,
to
though.
what a way to welcome people back. I thought he was talking, wasn't he? Nah, we
I don't
don't.
think so.
We don't need Grimleg. It's not like he's important or anything. So, you take a while to travel down to Easthaven. It's getting a little later in the day, but you enter from this side. As you can see, it's quite a large town compared to some of the other ones. And, well, walking into Easthaven is like stepping into Icewind Dale's past. The place is a living example of the boomtown way of life that gripped all of Tentown centuries ago. In the generations since, as other towns have settled into a predictable pattern of existence, Easthaven has continued to grow and reinvent itself. After the Eastway was paved, Easthaven evolved into a frontier trader's paradise, fueling the jealousy of its neighbours. But yeah, it's pretty big. Seems to have a decent population. And I guess for the people that do live here, you know that this place does also have human sacrifices to Auril to keep her at bay.
Ah, charming.
You've got to sacrifice something, right?
Yeah, I mean, what better sacrifice than your neighbor?
I volunteer as tribute.
It's nice of you. But yeah, so you enter in from this side. The stables are just here, so they're not too far for you to go and drop off your axe beaks. And you see as you enter, there's a sign pointing up northwards to where the actual piers are, saying the White Lady Inn. So that might be a place to be able to stay in.
I would like to keep a particular eye out for a particular street that I may have seen in a dream.
Hasek wants to take the axe beaks to get stabled.
Grimleg wants to find somewhere holy with medicine things.
That's fair. I guess I'll just stick with the group because I don't know anything.
I was gonna say I'll help Hasag with the axe beaks mainly because Ophelia does not want to get off yet.
Everybody else gets off the axe beaks, and it's just like
She's a little bit tender.
Just tie them onto mine and Ophelia's. We'll wander into the stables with them, and we'll meet you at the end.
Can I just bunk in the stables with the axe beaks?
You say bonk in the stable?
I mean, I'll be honest. I need another outhouse to throw up in. So.
Monk in the stables.
I thought you said bonk in the stable.
Can I bonk in the stables?
Yeah.
You don't think the axe beaks would appreciate that?
I think so.
So what's the grouping? So I guess Grimleg will wander off. If Sean is wandering as well, I imagine we'd stick together, sort of.
I think for Sean, it's more she keeps like wherever the party's like going, she's kind of like keeps looking down.
Shepard, Nepson, what's your 20?
Oh, the back allies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I need status.
Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing.
Okay.
Not suspicious at all.
In that case, Grimleg will lead her, sort of. I guess lead her on.
Leader,
to the
I
place.
hardly know her. That was really bad. Yeah. So what? Grimleg was looking for what? A medical place? Did you say?
Well, I guess just to get their opinion on.
Was Sean there when she heard about when I told about my condition?
I don't think she was. I think
I don't think I was, no.
That time she'd gone down the mountain to help the others whilst you stayed up the mountain.
That's true.
Something about him too? Just
Wait,
that he used to be in charge.
In that case, we'll I'll as I lead her around looking for both a place to sell and buy. Looking for a costume shop and a place to sell daggers.
Okay.
Did you say a place that sells Jaegers?
No.
It sounded like you said Jaegers.
A place where I can sell daggers. I said daggers.
So Grimleg and Sean, because they're in perfect sync, can actually pilot a Jaeger. Oh no, Nat was going for the alcohol. Sorry.
Yeah, no, Jaeger bombs is what I was thinking.
Okay. Do me an investigation as you're looking.
I guide myself.
I will give the help action as well.
Oh, I might need it.
Next. Everybody down.
Little better.
Oh yeah, because it's done. Is it done? Wait, it should have just been a straight roll, shouldn't it?
Help action.
Yeah, but exhaustion.
Fuck.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay, I'm taking the 8. You don't seem to find anywhere in particular that you think would have the necessary tools to take care of you. There's a simple an apothecary, but they just seem to stock stuff rather than actually do any kind of medical healing. It's just like herbs and things, nothing fancy.
As I leave, I'll sort of explain to Sean.
Look, I have a condition. I explained this to some of the others, but you should know, seeing as you're my best subordinate. Grimleg has a thing growing inside him. I think.
What kind of thing?
I may not be long for this world. I don't know. Well, my compatriots, my. It's fine. I'm not dying right now. Look.
Guys, Grimleg's pregnant.
When a mummy and daddy goblin love each other very much, somehow the daddy goblin gets pregnant.
But he goes,
My subordinates, when we raided the elven settlement, they turned into frogs, basically. Giant frogs exploded into these horrific creatures. And it seemed like strange otherworldly things. It was horrifying. But yes, this is the fate that would have befell Grimleg were it not for the Raven Queen.
Did you eat your subordinates?
Did I what?
Did you eat your subordinates?
No, I was their subordinate. I was lower ranking. I took care of the animals and things. But my leader, Longfang, him and all of the others just exploded into frogs.
Don't forget.
Like
There was limbs everywhere.
The worst description of it possible.
You and a good old friend. Eater. Sorry.
So is there frogs growing inside of you?
I mean, maybe. But there's something, and I think it doesn't like me. You can feel it. Look.
I sort of get her hand and put it on my belly.
Do I feel the baby kick?
I don't know. What do you think, Tom?
I wouldn't say you feel it kick, but putting your hand on it, there is definitely a noticeable kind of like hardness to the belly.
Your elevated keyword.
You see
Am
that?
I right? I'm on at this point, right?
Yeah, you're here as well. Everybody's together.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, is there anything that I would know about? Is it something to do specific with something to do with the area that might have infected him or something, or?
Keep telling yourself it takes
Um,
until it's solved.
because I think everybody else did this, but I don't think you have done a check for it yet. Do a
This is
medical
who
check.
you are and what this place is until we leave. This place.
What's that noise in the background?
What is this place?
I see.
I think it's someone's background noise.
Like, what check am I doing?
A medicine check.
Medicine.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Damn. Dirty 20.
Non-natural 20.
So you kind of like get a closer look at it and sort of doing the doctorishy thing, putting your hands on it and like sizing things up.
The scales are cold.
It seems to be some kind of parasite growing inside of Grimleg. Yeah. But this is of a magical sort of thing.
Oh, and do I know what it is?
The trumpets of heaven. For that, you'd have to do an Arcana check, which apparently Sean's just done.
A really good one.
Without even asking, and got a crit. So Sean, hearing of like the medical side of things, it looks like it's tadpole shaped and it's like slowly growing inside, and yeah, it's very intrusive. You know this to be... Oh, why is my brain failing me right now?
Shit. It was in my head too, and then I forgot.
Slard, yes.
Slard!
Not Strahd. Strahd is not growing inside you. Slard.
I feel my inner simp.
Suddenly growing emo fringe and fangs. Yes, so what's inside of Grimleg right now is a tadpole that seems to be growing extra slow. You reckon that it probably should have burst out at this point over the past few days, but something seems to be slowing it.
Oh, yeah. That's why I use this herb concoction to slow it further. And besides, the Raven Queen blessed me.
I stab the hard bit with my needle.
I have to do it every day.
Is there a healing? Do I know if there's anything to heal this?
Well, for one thing, you know, if this thing ever does grow big enough to gestate, is the word, I guess, it would kill Grimleg.
How did you come about this?
Well, there was the tentacle face ones. They made a deal with Longfang, my ex-leader. We all fell asleep, and then when we woke up, we all felt the same, and we all did the job, and then they all exploded. That's why I don't people with tentacles on their face. Maybe with the exception of you.
Thank you.
I don't think Arya's got tentacles on her face, but yes.
Yeah.
I've got some antennae type things, I guess.
What?
Do I know of any cure? Do I know anything that would cure it, or would I know a cure for it? Like, what would stop it?
Again, this is beyond normal medical means. It would have to be something like. Why is that not showing? It would have to be something magical to cure it. You believe that?
What, like greater restoration?
Yeah, something along those lines. A power from your god, possibly, to be able to cure it.
Okay. Right. I'll just look at Grimleg and say, "Do not worry, we will sort this."
Oh.
And I'll say, gosh, it's been that long. What's my god's name again? It's not Bahamut. That's the one in the other campaign, right?
This is
or the sun god.
Yeah. So it's Lathander.
Yeah. Lathander will help. I will pray to him. All will be okay.
Oh, thank you. Maybe if you could pray to the Raven Queen as well. She's, I'm under her care, so.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll just say, well, Lathander he's never let me down before. I have faith.
Wait, so can you guys explain what a slot is? Is it a giant frog? Is that what they were?
I don't think I would know what a slat is, so.
Maybe you do, maybe you don't. You do an Arcana check.
Fair enough.
Sean will definitely know what a slard is.
It's the thing that's going to kill you.
Ah!
I guess a 17 is not all that bad.
It's not. You do know slards and what they get up to, and the fact that their kind of reproduction is a bit all over the place, really. Different ones do different things.
I have come across these creatures in my studies, actually. I don't know why I didn't remember them until now.
Oh, well, some have said that my midriff is inspiring.
Too inspiring.
I can see where they're coming from. In any case, I don't know. Do I know of any sort of cure or surgery that could help?
Surgery will not help this. It would have to be magical.
I see. This is not really my area of expertise. Not sure how I can help. But I can probably tell you the different stages of suffering you would go through if you don't get help.
Oh, that's okay. it looked pretty painful enough. You know.
Don't worry, Master. Everything will work out. I keep telling you, don't things just work themselves out around me?
Well, yeah, as well. Like, the Raven Queen is goddess of death. If she doesn't think I should die yet, then I won't.
He says very unsuredly.
So, sorry, I was just trying to read it because the slard thing is so confusing. So, he has had a red slard egg implanted in him, which actually comes out as a slard tadpole, but it comes out as a blue slard.
A what?
Blue slard.
Yeah, there's the different ones, and I think that's the right one, but
That's so strange.
There's
so-
blue slads, red
Yeah,
slads,
so
black
the-
slads, grey
yeah,
slads, white
there's-
slads.
there's the different
Death slad.
Yeah, there's different ones, and I think it goes the blue slads make red slads in reproduction, and the red slads make blue slads in reproduction. One of them implants an egg into you, and then it bursts out, and then the other one turns you into the other slard. It's Caesar slads. Waldorf is one of them. It's confusing stuff. But anyway, you've not found anything here that would help you in this situation. And Sean,
continues.
Sorry, Sean, you've not found the alleyway that you're looking for either.
We'll have to check another day or something. Anyway. Oh well. Where to next?
Everybody looks at Arya.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know around this place as much. Well, my father did mention about people melting swords for some reason. So maybe just kind of investigate. I don't know my way around this town so well, but we could have a bit of an investigation around the place.
Maybe there's a smelter around.
This time, Grimleg will assist somebody. I'll assist
Let's head.
one.
Let's head toward. I'm presuming like something like that might be more central, maybe. I don't know. You just have a potter around.
Sure. Whoever is looking, I will assist and guide you. So that, actually, I'll assist and guide Sean specifically, just in case.
Is there anything I can do, Tom, to kind of see if I can find a way, find towards these people that are melting swords and things? Like a certain smells or anything that I'd pick up on?
Smells? Are you trying to sniff out the swords?
Well, if it's melting swords, it'd be a flame sort of smell, is what I mean. Like hot, burning metal smell.
Oh, I see. I see where you've come to this conclusion. Okay. Okay. Well, funnily enough, when you're going along, you do start to smell burning, and it's coming from this area in particular, which looks like a town hall.
Which area, sorry?
This bit up here. So it's
okay.
sort of central. Anyway,
Okay.
as you kind of head that way, you see that a crowd has gathered in front of the town hall to watch the public execution of Zarn, a human wizard who, despite efforts to disguise himself, was recognized and arrested for the crimes he has inflicted upon Dale folk. He has been bound to a stake and gagged. Members of the militia used torches to light the straw tucked around his feet. Fanned by the wind, the fire catches quickly. Zarn does not struggle or scream as he is quickly engulfed in flames. Bundled up spectators move close to the human bonfire, eager to feel its warmth.
Oh, public execution.
I think at this point, Zach and Ophelia would kind of come into scene and just be like, "Oh, what's going on here?" After they stabled the axe beaks,
Looks
just kind of
like,
come up behind the party.
looks like a public burning. They tend to be quite fun. Although he's not screaming.
I'm sorry, what? It tends to be quite fun.
Oh yeah, because I mean they normally deserve it, so you know.
I wonder. I can't really see. I'm a bit short. Come on, you lift me up.
I'll lift you up.
I
Oh.
he was just gonna be like, "Do you want to get on my shoulders?"
Shall I fix you a
Absolutely.
box?
I'll sit on like one shoulder though, so I don't look like a child. I'll just sit there and you can like go on one shoulder and Meep can get the other shoulder.
That just sounds more difficult than it needs to be. I'm taller than me.
Damn it.
No,
not
that's what I
everyone's-
mean. Meep sits on your shoulder and I sit on the other shoulder.
Oh, am I strong enough for that?
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
happy to pick you up if you want me to.
I mean, they're both small creatures, and you are hench as.
I will absolutely have the pair of them if I can.
Uh,
Absolutely.
I try
We
to
both
share.
only weigh like 35 kilos, so it's...
Yeah, for sure. Easily. They just sit on your shoulders. You can see other people lifting up their children, and they've got like very young children on their shoulders, but you look like double the badass with two of them.
As that conjures a mage hand and just pushes one of the kids off the shoulders.
There's a high-pitched scream in the crowd, and everyone's like, "Oh, what's going on?" But anyway, I can't share the image. I've put it. I'm holding it up on the stream. There's a image of the burning wizard. Oh, sorry.
I
apologize
cannot
for your
see
ads.
that.
It's
alright.
small, but for some reason all of the images I had on this have deleted themselves, so I've got to do it physically. But he's like a classic wizard. You can even see his burning hat in there. It's like a proper big pointy wizard hat.
No, I kind of want that hat.
It's burning.
Oh. Can I try and get out of the bonfire with my mage hand?
Sure. So your mage hand pushes a small child off somebody and then whizzes over to the fire and grabs the hat. And I mean, what is it? £5 it can lift up to, or something like that.
Up to £5. Yeah.
The hat isn't that heavy, but you quickly grab it and pull it out. It is still on fire.
I'm surprised.
Just
Sorry.
pull the flaming hat over to me and try and get Ophelia or Arya to stomp on it to try and get it out. Quick, put it out!
Maybe more Arya, because if Ophelia starts to stamp it...
Yeah, I can use that. Can I use the ice breath thing?
I want a frozen hat.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised
Just
you
need
don't
to
want
stop the oxygen going to the fire, that's all.
I'm surprised you don't want to ice breath the fire. You know, the pyre of the dude.
Yeah.
I mean, Grimleg's okay with him dying, but
I would like to know why he's dying, though.
Is this a normal occurrence?
there's something religious about this, I would suspect.
Is there anything, can we maybe, like, I don't suppose, this seems wrong, just to chuck somebody in a fire.
Yeah, also, if he's a really powerful wizard, maybe he knows some way to fix you, Grimleg.
We have to save him now! Quickly!
Oh shit, here we go.
I don't really think I know how.
Grimleg will run up to the pyre, and just whilst I do so, can I be like,
Raven Queen, is he supposed to die? I need to know. No response from old Raven Queen.
Silence is your response.
Damn it, he stole my line! Silence is your answer. Yeah, nothing.
I'll pull out my
And
dagger.
he's pretty badly burnt right now.
I'm gonna jump on and cut him free.
We have like turbo healers. He'll be fine.
Turbo healers. So what? You're jumping onto the pyre?
Yep.
Ah, fuck it, let's go. Meep, come and help me. And Asad jumps off the shoulders with Meep and runs and goes,
You can't die yet, you have to cure me!
By the time you've shoved your way to the front of the queue, the heat is ridiculous when you get there. Okay, do me either athletics or acrobatics to jump up onto the pyre.
Disadvantage.
oh yeah, because we're exhausted.
Oof.
both
They
of-
both jump straight into the flames.
You both stumble the jump and
Wow.
take that much. Oh, Meep's burning you. You take 18 fire damage.
Holy crap! I'm on.
You run to the front and Meep just pushes you into it.
Me.
I told you I would get you one day, Hassak Longmantle.
But why me?
Collateral.
Ah.
So the rest of the party
What a
just
way to
see
go.
two of the smallest party members disappear between everybody's legs, and then next minute are screeching out as the fire suddenly like putters a bit, and the flames kind of like leap further. The guy still doesn't scream out as the pyre starts to fall in on itself.
It's way hotter than it looks.
Arya, you're kind of left with now this frozen, partly burnt wizard hat.
Okay. Well, I'll take the wizard hat.
That's how he comes back and snatches it out and puts it on his head.
It's very
Look,
cold.
he looks very burnt.
Yeah, it doesn't fit me with the shape of my head.
It's a very weird situation. Like he looks severely burnt, and then he's got a frozen hat on his head. You have unlocked the powers of ice and fire. What were you gonna say?
I was wondering why the dude isn't screaming. Maybe if I cast Detect Thoughts on him, I'll get something out of the guy that's about to die a horrible death.
I can't remember if you do that on your own, not on your own, as a free thing. How many times you can do it? But I'll give you this like right now. That guy's probably dead, so maybe not waste it.
He's not screaming.
Well, a little too late.
But you have a cool hat that's slightly burnt. You might need to repair that a little.
Maybe we can ask around what the dude did.
There's a few people around, and they're looking at Hassak jealously, like, "Oh, damn it, he got some memorabilia from this." Man,
Hassak just rubs his hands together and grins.
I've never got
This
any
burnt mustache.
I've never got any like memorabilia from an execution before.
Well, you're not fast, you're last.
So yeah.
I like to think when Hassak comes back, Ophelia's just like, "Oh man, you got a keepsake. Do you know how hard that is to do?"
I mean, I lost about half my hit points, so.
I was dealing with my dinner.
that was after the fire. That was after I got that.
Well, she's like, "Geez, I never get memorabilia from these kind of things."
No, I mean, you could always dive in and get a pair of burnt shoes.
Grimleg
I don't think he's my size.
Looks are like size 15s.
Grimleg's gonna just rest here a bit.
You just like dived into a snow pile.
Yeah, the cold's nice. I'd rather freeze than burn.
Can Hassak ask around to try and using the hat as a conversation starter to find out what this guy done?
Well,
Are any rumors of what this guy done?
So, as this is kind of happening, you've drawn the attention of what appears to be a woman in a tailored coat and a fur hat, and she approaches you specifically, seeing as you've just created this kind of fuss around yourself. And she kind of gives you all a nod and says, "Greetings, I'm Imildra Argal." Fucking hell, these names. Imdra Arg. Al Aggath.
One would think she had gotten better at saying her own name.
Sorry, I don't have to say it very often, so it's I stumbled.
I reckon it's the cold. It makes a lot of people's tongues kind of numb. Hard for the pronunciation.
She appears to be a half elf.
So, what can we do you for?
I just saw you took some interest in that hat and wondered what you were doing around here. I don't think I've seen any of you before, though I do seem to recognize you. She points at Ophelia.
I don't know if she's downstairs yet.
Well, she seems to be oddly vacant right now. So anyway, what are you doing in town?
Well, we just arrived. A little bit exhausted, and we're wondering what this guy done.
Oh, well, he was some wizard called Zarn. He coldly murdered some adventurers who had aided the people by. Oh, sorry. It's very cold out here. I seem to have developed a cold. He murdered some adventurers who had aided some people of Icewind Dale in the past. It's more of a deterrent, this whole burning people. Plus, we do have executions or sacrifices to Auril to ensure that we do not befall her wrath.
Right. Hmm. Well, it was lovely talking to you. I'm going to the inn.
Oh, well, whilst he leaves, if any of you other reasonable people are looking, you look like the sort that are after some kind of job. We had 4 fishers go missing on Lake Dinnershore 10 days, a 10-day ago. The coastline is hard to sail along because of the ice flows, but savvy anglers prefer it. There are a few competing fishers from the other lake towns there. We need someone to scout the coastline and search for them, just to ensure that there's nothing foul afoot.
I don't trust elves, so I'm gonna incite her.
Sure.
Oh, wait, disadvantage.
What was your first one out of those two? It'll say it on the thing.
Well, I mean, if it's disadvantage, it's the lower. But the first one was 22.
Oh wait, yeah, it should have been disadvantage, shouldn't it?
Yeah, so probably 6.
No idea. She doesn't seem completely elven though. A little weird for an elf, actually. Much shorter ears.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't trust her. She's gonna sing and judge us.
I can tell you I do not sing.
Oh.
Can't carry a tune at all.
Have you been to the forest? The Lonely Wood? Is it the Lonely Wood?
Lonelywood, yeah, there's... Well, no, I've not actually been, but it's a pretty miserable place, like most places around here.
Wait! You understand!
Well, yeah, it's just covered in frost. I mean, it's a good export, all that wood, but nothing much else going on.
Wait, there aren't elves there?
There might be some elves around, but not specifically.
Oh. Maybe they all died. That would be great.
Perhaps a long time ago. Maybe they got eaten by that creature that's supposedly on the other side of 10 towns.
Creature?
Something in the water over there. I want to ensure that it's not the same over here as well.
Yeah, we've heard of that. Though my partners may not remember that.
Oh no, Grimleg remembers. We were gonna smoke it in a big house.
Fidban flicks back through his book and points at this specific page for that day.
Yeah, damn, I forgot to take notes today.
He's that hungover, he's just like, ugh. Well, as the captain round here, we did get a couple of things from Zarn himself. And she holds up what appears to be a copper tube with like little bung bits on either end, and a grey bag that seems to have some arcane designs on it.
Wait, what's that tube thing?
I believe it's some kind of scroll holder.
Oh. Well, I thought it was maybe medical. That's less interesting.
I don't know what this is on the scroll, but it's nice and safe in there, and both of these can be yours if you help us out and figure out where these fishers went.
Well, can we see them first?
Yes, but I'm holding on to them.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna look.
Meep taps you on the shoulder, looks you in the eye, and nods. Yes.
She has like the bag round her at this point, but she gets the tube, pulls out one of the bungs from one end, and pulls out the scroll and kind of like unfurls it so you can look at it. I guess both sorcerer and wizard would know this instantly. It's a spell scroll of Fireball.
Ooh. Should I don't know if that's in my wheelhouse.
I know a tiny bit about magic, but not much.
It's not fireballs.
Not that. Well, that looks complicated. What else was there?
And this bag, and she puts the scroll back in the tube and kind of like puts that back in her own bag, and then holds up the bag for you to see.
What's inside?
This will be interesting. Go ahead. Put your hand in.
I'll put my head in.
Excellent. Wait. Hang on. Where is it? No, not that. Bag.
Bag of devouring incoming.
Yep.
Where's Grimleg?
To make a new character.
Roll me a d8.
Oh no. A D8. Wait. Ooh.
Okay, so you put your head in, like your whole head, and you can feel there's a bunch of fuzzy objects in there. And then as you bring your head out, you feel one kind of like pierce into your face. And as you pull your head back and this fuzzy ball just like flies in the air, it hits the floor and a boar is stood there.
A what?
A boar.
A boar?
Yes, just like you.
Oh! It produces animals! Spiky ones! Grab it!
That's pretty interesting. I launch onto the boar. Try to rodeo it.
Well, it seems to just let you climb onto it.
Oh, yeah. I'm your new master. I'm Grimleg. You stabbed me in the face. Now I'm your master. Okay, good. Well, personally, Elf, I think this is very useful.
Exactly. So, if you can find us any evidence of what happened or bring back the fishers, then it's yours.
Well, everyone, I think we should do it.
Meep nods in agreement.
Go for it.
Well, although, maybe we should sleep first.
Meep nods in agreement.
Be advantageous.
Anyhow,
I ask in Elvish, kind of out of habit, rather than actually wanting to sort of be nice to this person. Just ask in Elvish if there's any good inns.
She kind of like scratches behind her ear and goes, embarrassingly, I don't actually speak the mother tongue, as it were.
Oh! Didn't realize I was speaking it. Sorry.
I can recognize it. I've had it a few times, but no, never learnt it.
Mm,
Didn't grow up in that atmosphere, so
you're lucky. Anyway, that's yeah. If you know any good inns, that's all I was asking.
I suppose you've got the White Lady Inn. It's the one good one. There's a tavern called the Wet Trout, but it doesn't have any beds for you to stay.
That's where Hassak's ended up.
The Wet Trout.
Yeah.
The White Lady.
Is that a reference?
Do I know anything about Oriel?
Well, you've kind of met Auril. You don't, apart from like Frostmaiden and Lady of Ice. There's not a White Lady kind of name used for her, as
Oh.
far as you know.
Do I know what White Lady could refer to?
I would let the three people that have lived in Icewind do a history check. But for you, no.
Okay.
Not in this specific instance. So Ophelia, Arya, or Hassak can do a history roll if they wanted to.
Do a what? Sorry.
A
Back has gone to the Wet Trout, so...
Oh, he's instantly ran off.
Oh, he left as soon as she started mentioning the sacrifices. Here if Hassak was disinterested in listening to her, so... He walked off.
Sorry,
But Meep stayed.
what roll did you want? Sorry.
A history roll.
History.
To find out what the White Lady is. You're not sure, Ophelia. You've not really been to Easthaven before, so you're not sure. Oh. Oh. Are you, however, having passed through here before, would know that the White Lady is a ghost rumoured to walk on Scottish, Lac, Dinnershire. Lac Dinnershire.
She's what? She's going to walk on what?
She's a ghost rumoured to walk on Lac Dinnershire. Wait, that wasn't Scottish at all.
Right.
You didn't share with you this.
She's a ghost.
Yeah, she's a ghost. So the White Lady Inn would obviously be a reference to this ghost that walks over Lac Dinnershire. Dear kin.
Right, I'll pass that on then. Everybody.
A ghost? Maybe we should go stay with the fish.
I think I seem quite interested in this ghost tavern inn. Then we could find out a bit more, and it sounds like a place to have some grub and drink.
Well, seeing as you're the leader, just for today, we can go there.
He thinks he's the leader, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, sure. Everyone else fancy going to this? What was the inn called? The White Lady.
The White Lady Inn, yes.
I wonder if there's actual ghosts staffing the place.
I hope not. I want to sleep. My body is burning.
Is it close by?
Yeah, it's not too far. So from where you are, like here at the thing, it's just down here. So you head on down as it's getting later in the day, minus a Hassak, but Meep's with you still for some reason. I guess to keep an eye on things. As you enter, you can see there's a halfling stood on a table and appears to be shouting, "We live in dark times. Perhaps the spirit of the White Lady can help. Aren't you all curious to hear what she has to say?" And there's a bunch of people kind of like crowding around as he's sort of marching up and down this table.
A delusional prophet. I really love hearing those.
This is more kind of like towards the back area, like this. It's almost like his own separate room with this table. But there is smoke from burning incense clouds the room, Multicolored lamps and silks are hung from the rafters, and the light from several candles illuminates a circle of uncomfortable-looking guests sitting cross-legged on the floor. Ronaldo pushes back his sleeves and raises his hands, closing his eyes and intones, "Lady who watches from the lake, come to us in our darkest hour. Tell us what you've seen." After a moment of silence, thick frost forms on the inside of the room's windows, turning them opaque, and the candles go out one by one.
And you just hear Meep going, Meep, 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 Meep. His hands are in there.
You know, you shouldn't be summoning the dead. The dead should be let to rest.
Should they?
Yeah,
Sometimes they have interesting things to say.
they're an abomination.
You're an abomination.
Wow.
At least I'm not. I don't have a comeback right now.
So Grimleg's
Did
kind of
not-
like, oh,
Do your dead not staff banks and appear in churches?
No? Wait, what church? Look, as far as I'm concerned, and my mistress, they're an abomination. I should be put down immediately.
I see.
But maybe after Grimleg is rested. I will perhaps endure it until then.
so Grimleg is wanting to try and stop him from doing this.
Yeah.
Is anybody else joining in?
No, I really want to see where this goes.
Yeah, Meep takes a seat.
Okay. Anybody who's going to try and stop this, do me a persuasion check.
Yeah, Ophelia is all about the little quirks of the 10 towns.
So she's also
Like-
just taking a seat.
She's still severely confused why we tried to save the wizard. You ruined a perfectly good public execution.
I would say they enhanced it.
Meep goes, Meep, 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 Meep.
Like, I suppose. So Grimleg, I guess, is battered and bruised and is walking over, sort of with his hands on his weapons, going,
Hey! Hey!
Okay, do a persuasion check. I assume I is doing the same, but I've not heard anything from.
I would prefer an intimidation.
I said I was just waiting to see what happened.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll be like,
Hey! This has to stop! Stop now! Or everyone's gonna get stabbed.
You're ruining it, Grimleg.
I don't care.
I'll give you intimidation instead then.
it doesn't even make any numerical difference. I'm just, I guide myself.
Oh,
Wait, it's thing.
disadvantage though, right?
Yeah,
Oh, come on!
that was like max.
Ah! Cunt! Hey,
So as you're like stepping forwards and pointing the daggers at this...
Wait.
Oh,
Wait, can I use my inspiration to take the first one?
maybe you can.
Yeah, I'll use it.
I had forgotten we had that.
So the halfling on the table, he opens his eyes as you kind of like do this, and you can see they're just completely white, and he goes, "It is too late. She is here. Do you wish to speak to the White Lady? Now is the chance. Perhaps we can find out who murdered her."
Ah!
I'm gonna jump on him and tackle him to the ground.
Ophelia's going to grab you by the scruff of the neck.
You can try.
I want to speak to the White Lady.
Acrobatics versus athletics.
I think both.
I
would-
cast guidance on Ophelia.
Whose side are you on?
Plus a d4.
If they have time to guide, I argue I might as well. Ugh.
19.
So then,
I mean, it should be disadvantage.
both of us disadvantage.
No, Ophelia doesn't have the disadvantage.
Ah, that's cheating.
So, Grimleg, you are being held like a baby cat out by the scruff of the neck. And Arya apparently steps forwards towards the halfling to ask questions. The halfling goes, "Quick, if you have your questions, ask them now. There can only be 3, though." And you see this form of a lady in a white gown floating just above him. And she
I want to consult with everybody on what to ask her.
looks down on you.
Okay, so asking everybody, what should we ask her?
Ask her to leave.
No. She could be of use. What should we say? What do you think? Should we ask her what happened?
I suppose people seem to want to know who murdered her. I don't know why she wouldn't have said so before, though.
So who murdered her, and if she knows anything potentially about a lair for a white dragon, and
Maybe asking her, like the details of her death.
so the question's going to be like around her death then.
So what's your
I guess.
Okay, I'll ask her the first question. I'll just say, what are the details surrounding your death, and sort of who killed you, what happened?
You see the lady looking at you opens her mouth and no sound comes out. She then kind of glances round to the window and, seeing it frosted out up, leans towards it and starts to trace the words, "I know not."
Oh, useful. Should we ask her some questions based on the dragon's lair? 'Cause, my uncle mentioned about the dragon's lair. There might be clues. Okay.
I don't really
Chip,
know
if
what
anyone else...
information she could have.
Oh, sorry, you don't know what information she'd have?
Yeah, like I don't know even what we could begin to ask, so
Yeah, that's the thing.
we can just ask her what she feels like talking about, I guess.
Ask her how she is.
Or out of character, maybe ask something about Oral? Oral's options?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say, what do you know of Oral? Is there a way of defeating her?
I mean, that's technically 2 questions.
Well, as in, like, that's kind of like, basically, do you know a way of defeating Oral then? As one question.
Can this be written on glass in a few words?
Yes.
So she writes. Fuck, this is hard to put into like a few words.
Not on your Nelly.
Invincible.
I would say she just writes yes on the window.
Yes.
Or no.
Ooh, Emerald had a question after. Well,
Where's my dad?
Are you my daddy?
I mean, only if we've got spare questions.
Hang on. She will write. Go to
ponytail.
go to hell. Hang on, I'm
I
trying
like
to
that.
find.
That's extra to go there anyway.
Yeah, so it's like, oh yeah.
We can just round it all off in one trip, you know.
I'm trying to find what the place is called. Where's the fucking map?
Grimleg's just squirming. Attempts to get free again.
It's like wriggling from side to side.
Trying to like use the inertia to swing out from a grasp.
Mate, she's got you like a fucking kitten. And you're quite high off the ground.
I don't mind.
Oh gosh,
What's that going?
you might have to roll athletics again.
Go,
They only have to be at
she
12,
writes, go to Grimskal, which is spelled...
Grimskal?
Yeah, which is wrote Grimskale.
Go to Grimskal. Okay, so that's something to do with
Lol.
defeating Oral. Cool.
I love that. Grimleg starts wriggling and Ophelia
Yeah.
Just grabs his arm and pins it behind him.
Yeah.
What's going to be our third question then? Did you want to go with Sean's or dig deeper into that? What do you reckon?
I mean, I don't know if Ophelia might want to ask if she knows where her parents are, if you're looking for your parents.
Nah, my parents are away on business, it's fine.
I like the idea of Sean sort of butting in and being like, "Do you know where my father is?"
Do you know my daddy?
Yoo-hoo! Do you know my daddy?
Will that be your final question?
Up to Sean. Sean, do you want to ask it?
Yeah. If you're not with this world anymore, do you know where I could find my father? Where can I find my father?
The white lady turns to you and looks into your eyes, and you kind of like see this bewilderment for a second. And then she writes on the window, "In the sun's beam."
Hmm.
And she begins to fade away.
Grimleg just starts shouting at the seer and is just like,
Do it again and we'll have problems.
Ronaldo's eyes kind of like roll back into his head, and he kind of blinks like quite a few times, and seems to be trying to focus. And he goes, "Well, that was interesting after all. Certainly livened up this place tonight. Anybody got a drink?"
Oh, I'd love one, please.
I might pass tonight.
I was asking if you were buying.
I'm still gonna pass tonight.
I'll buy you a drink if you can take me to a pub named the Sun's Beam.
It doesn't ring any bells, unfortunately.
I think she meant literally.
Yeah.
Oh, it does make a bit more sense.
Did you father the thunder?
This is where you just walk out one day and a sunbeam just hits a random man on the street.
Are you my dad? Sean approaching people in the sunlight, just being like, "Daddy."
Oh
I can
dear.
imagine. You know, like that. You are not the father.
Sorry, did someone
Why not?
ask something?
I don't know. Mainly want to shout abuse at this seer. Just that from my suspended position.
The only drink you'll get is your own blood when I plunge a knife into your gut.
I'll be quiet, Grimleg. You do realise you can't just go around messing up tradition, right?
Some traditions are not worth it. Some traditions should be changed.
Well,
I disagree with that. Come on.
Put me down.
talking with the dead can be very useful at times.
Exactly.
I don't see the big deal.
Forbidden knowledge.
Well,
I shout as I'm being carried off.
la-di-da, Mr. Talks with Dead every day. Anyways, is anybody...
If you don't behave, you're going to bed with no dinner.
I have your dinner.
Are we getting drinks? What's going on? I don't even know if I want to talk to you.
Can I tie Grimleg to a chair?
No, you're gonna have to fight.
I'm
me for
going to
that.
aeroplane him all of his food.
I will buy the seer a drink.
Yeah, I kind of want to see what this guy has going on.
Thank you, kind lady. Okay. He kind of like scooches over to the bar and clambers up the bar stool to sit on it. You seem like an interesting bunch. What brought you here today?
I'm just here to hit things.
Hopefully not me.
Probably not.
Good.
But they tell me they tell me who to kill and I kill. Or beat or maim. Whatever really.
We were directed here.
Yes, actually, take it away, Arya. You know more than I do.
Oh, I don't know. I was just going to say we were directed here by a source from around these parts to investigate or potentially come across some, clues as to, how to kind of save these lands, I suppose.
Well, I suppose uniting the towns might be a good way of doing it, and storming whatever this Grimskull is.
Well, why are people melting down swords and things?
Melting down swords? I guess you could go to a smith for that. Oh wait, are you talking about the murders that have been happening around in some of the towns?
Murders?
Yeah, somebody is going around murdering people with what appears to be ice. You go to these murder scenes and there's somebody stabbed on the floor, and whenever they touch the thing sticking out of them, it melts away. It's quite an interesting story, really.
No idea who it could be or what it could be.
Nobody's sure, but it happens in the three places where the sacrifices happen: Easthaven, Bryn Shander, and whatever the third one is that Tom can't remember off the top of his head.
And what are the sacrifices for?
Oh, do you not know? They're to keep Auril at bay. Make sure she doesn't...
Auril at bay?
Yeah.
Well, our white lady friend has told us to go to... I can't remember the name of the place now. I asked her how we can defeat her, and she's kind of suggested this place. Do you know anything more about that place and how to get there?
I have no idea what this Grimskull is. I've never heard it in the tales around here, and I am one for tales, you know.
Oh, have I ever heard of it, actually?
Roll me history.
Have I heard of it? Being around here as well.
Also do me a history check.
Dirty 20.
Have you ever heard of anyone with glowing blue eyes?
It's a good roll. That's a dirty 20 as well. 12. Yeah, we both rolled dirty 20s.
So I'll get to the eyes bit in a second. Ophelia, Arya, both of you, it kind of dawns on you that long, long ago, you've heard stories of the giants that roamed these lands, and supposedly they had a fortress far out in the ice wastes that they called Grimskull. It was literally carved out of the ice itself and stone to look like a giant skull, like a massive skull.
Okay. And do I know where that kind of is?
Where its location is, nobody's sure, but it's believed to be far up north.
Okay. Well, I'll just turn around and say, looks like we're going to have to be heading up north eventually. Rumour has it that is where Grimskull is, and yeah.
If we're going that far north, we probably want better clothing.
Yeah.
Protection.
So Sean mentioned the blue eye thing, and he kind of eyes you up with interest, and he goes, "Yes, there's a gentleman goes around similar to you in just everyday normal clothing that's not made for this kind of weather. A guy called Sefik. Why, do you think he's your father?"
No, I just had a dream about him being the killer.
Oh.
Interesting. Well, he works for a traveling company with a dwarf called Hilm.
Doesn't matter if you've done it or if I haven't.
So why were they killing the wizard?
Oh, that was just a sacrifice. He's apparently murdered some people.
But not in the way with the ice, not as a sacrifice.
No. Apparently, he just lured them to some place and murdered them in some kind of cavern.
Huh. I don't want the vegetables.
Eat vegetables. Otherwise, you will never grow tall. Do you want to be short for the rest of your life?
Growing tall is a myth.
Eat your damn vegetables.
A conspiracy.
She just rams a full of veg into your gob.
That's how you get orcs. The goblins eat enough vegetables that they grow tall enough to become an orc.
Disgusting.
So, unless you've got any further questions, we can wrap this one up. You can have yourself a rest here for a couple silver pieces each, and then adventure out in the morning.
After I've finished my mouthful,
I'm serious, Seer. You don't be calling on the dead anymore. The Raven Queen won't take kindly to it.
He holds out his hands and he goes, "Okay, on my life."
You're lying, surely.
Actual insight.
How would you know? And don't call me Shirley.
Disadvantage insight.
Fuck!
Who knows?
Well, I'll take your word for it, but if I hear different...
You can come back and murder me, it's fine.
Be careful with what you wish for. Anyway. I don't want the sprouts.
Cool. Well, now you've just ended up with a bunch more lore dumped on your laps.
Yeah.
Some interesting insights to multiple characters coming out. I hope that was enjoyable. And next time, Pete's promised we get more artwork.
It will be done.
More artwork.
We said there was going to be 3 new tokens, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh god. Well, it's going to be a meat one first, and then after
in
that...
addition to the ones that he already made of all of the party and just hasn't released.
No, that's not even true.
And then he's going to do the GIF for us of you riding the axe beaks.
That one would actually be really fun to do.
Yeah, I thought next week he was releasing all of the party plus 3 NPCs that he's going to work on this week, and the GIF of us riding axe beaks.
Yeah.
In my head, it's the little, like the chibi versions of the Final Fantasy characters on the chocobos.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool.
But yeah.
Wasn't there like a full animated intro that you were working on as well, Pete?
A 3-minute music video. It's just like,
Is it an AMV?
Proper anime style, yeah.
That would be
And
sick.
he's doing the music to it. He's such a talented person.
No!
Better get that guitar out, Pete.
Oh, brilliant! But yeah, there will be another character, I suppose NPC in this state. But who's after me? Or are you keeping that secret?
Me.
Nat and all her demands to get Ophelia.
He can't escape my demands because I live with him.
Brilliant. Well, I hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back next week, I believe. I don't think there's any issues next week. Oh, actually, there is.
I think so.
I'm working.
So?
And this will probably be the regular time going forward, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, most of the time I could do 4 o'clock. It's just today I was a bit later, but yeah, I could start at 4.
Apart from my working weekends. But if we become famous in like the next week, and I can quit my job, then yeah, every week.
That's all there is.
Oh,
Yeah, Tom only works
One Sunday a month, I'll only be finished work at 4, so I might be like 5-10 minutes late.
That's cool.
That's cool.
That's the goal. We need to make
And I
sure.
don't currently work Sundays, so I'm always free Sunday.
Yeah, fuck you too.
The next few Sundays free.
Yeah. Well, we will return for more Icewind Dales with name pending group here. Anyway, say bye, everyone.
Don't do it.